house to say hi to the man. And he got upset. So what? So they didn't recognize. So what? And all of this prestige and influence you got, there was still something wrong with Naaman, and he had leprosy. So out of everything that you got going for yourself, what is your one thing? What is your one thing that is probably hidden, that no one can see, that is causing you to be prideful? That is causing you to really not get close like you should? To really not be able to connect with people? What is your one thing that is causing you to be distant? What is it? Because you got the honor, you're the captain of the host, you're a mighty man of valor, but yet there's one thing that keeps you distant from the people. What is it? What is it? Because that's that one thing that God wants you to go and dip about 7 times. Dip 1 time, dip 2. He gonna have you dip. I promise you. He's gonna have you dip, because it's that one thing that is not getting you to see the people because you want the people to see you. There's something about you. Long as they recognize who you are, you're fine. But do you ever recognize anybody? Come on now, let's be real. Because you got to see beyond you in order to get your miracle. You got to see, because you are the problem now. It's you, baby. It's you. So seeing beyond in this lesson is learning the ability to see beyond you. It is a terrible thing as I come down. It is a terrible thing when people cannot see themselves. I'm going to give you an example. I'm in a group with some ladies. I love these ladies. And we came up with this thing because a lot of times we do things unaware that we do them. Give me 5 minutes. Don't leave me. We do things unaware that we actually do them. All right? And so because it may rub us the wrong way or be a little irritable towards us, and every time we mention it to you, you say, I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not me. That's not how I act. So within this group of women, we came up with something that we decided that we would do, that when you display, maybe you all need to try it. When you display this certain behavior that you cannot see about yourself, we will holler out, or we will say, not loud or anything like that, we will say to you, checkmate. We will say, checkmate. And when we say checkmate, it's supposed to trigger something in your head and show you that's what we're talking about. Because you can't see it. You can't see that you're not tactful. You can't see that you laugh everything off. You can't see that you just dismiss everybody and think you're better than everybody. You can't see it. So when you display that certain characteristic, we will holler out, or we will say to you, or whisper to you, checkmate. And then we saying, that right there is what we're talking about. Somebody should have been there, which was good, was the servant that told the master, if they had told you to do something great and grand, what he was saying was checkmate. Master, checkmate. Because you don't see yourself right now. You don't see yourself. And so I just want to whisper in your ear, checkmate, master. Because if he had told you to do something grand, you would have did it. Checkmate. So when you're with your sister girls and with your docs and your brotherhood, and they do something that you know you've been trying to teach them that has been irritable, or something that's off-centered as far as their character is concerned, and they cannot see it, all you have to do, come up with a word of y'all own. This is with our group. But come up with a word or something, for example, and say, checkmate. Because people sometimes just don't see themselves. They don't see themselves. In my closing, I want to give another example. You know I'm a registered nurse and everything like that. There was a co-worker that responded real harshly to another co-worker while I was sitting there at work. And the co-worker didn't get offended or anything like that. She didn't get offended about it or anything. But I was like, whoa, like that. And then she said this. She said, I didn't say nothing wrong. I didn't say nothing wrong. All I said was, girl, you know you shouldn't do so, whatever she had said, right? Now, I'm sitting there. I just heard how you said it. But when you describe it to me, you sound so innocent in saying it. Like, I mean, your whole tone is totally different when you describe it. Sometimes people don't see what they do. Charge it to their head, I said, not their heart. Don't see what they do. And so when she started explaining to me what she had did, I said, now listen, I was sitting right here when you did it. And I promise you your tone wasn't like that. I promise you wasn't that low when you said it. I promise you it was a little bit sharper than what you just said and described to me. So you don't see yourself. She said, Monica, I didn't say it like that. I said, yeah, you did. You did. I wanted to tell her so bad, checkmate. I wanted to tell her so bad, checkmate, because she didn't see it. So I charged it to her head and not her heart. And sometimes you have to do that with people. Charge it to their head and not their heart. But you got to do something to bring it to their remembrance of showing them who are their character, how it's being displayed, because God is not liking it, and you got to be aware of it. God did not like Naaman's pride. And he knew that in order for him to get his miracle, Naaman going to have to come off that high horse, go dip himself 7 times in that dirty river Jordan in order to get his miracle. What do you have to do in my clothes? Listen, what do you have to do? What instructions are given to you in order for you to get your miracle? What part of you have to die in order for you to get your miracle? Because God wants to give it to you. I promise you he does. And who's to say I'm not the servant of the 30-minute or 40 minutes that you've allowed me to go over? Who's to say that I'm not the servant to bring it to your attention and say, ladies and gentlemen, if you will only follow the instructions, you will get your miracle. Just come down. Come down. Forget your title for a minute. Just think about your birth name. I'm Monica. All right? Monica, what do you have to do in order to get your miracle? So I say that to you. Because there is one thing, like this man, you can have great honor, man of valor, be the right-hand man to whomever there is, honorable, but yet have leprosy. So what is your one thing that you have to get cleansed of in order to continue to move on and be connectable to the people? All right? So on today, on Bravo Living, thank you for tuning in with me. Our lesson for today was naming the leper as far as seeing beyond. And today it was about seeing beyond you. You got to see beyond you because you have gotten yourself in a whole lot of mess. And it's going to take you to get yourself out. All right? So I love you guys. Have a beautiful evening. Tune in with me next Monday. I don't know what time. So click in when I click in. I love you guys, and I thank you. Share me with your followers. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, and YouTube. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Please, you all, do that for me. Go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Monica Lloyd, and subscribe so that whatever I put on there, you'll get a notification, all right? I love you all. Love you all. And be blessed and see beyond you.